Hello everyone and welcome to WD18, the Watford fan channel. Today we're back for another fans preview ahead of the Sunday's game against West Ham. So let's get straight into it and I hope you enjoy the video.
We experienced this at Everton. They had their new manager. They were galvanised to get a result and to put in a good performance. The atmosphere around West Ham's been quite toxic, but I think a lot of fans are kind of warm to the fact that David Moyes has come in. There was acknowledgement of change that was needed. I'm expecting to put on actually a decent performance here today. On Sunday, because I just think their players are going to be more up for it. I think we need to be careful of that as well. A couple of their danger men are going to be out. I know Javier Hernandez is out. Mikel Antonio, I think, is struggling with an injury. Mr. Reed could well be rested off the internationals. So they've got their injuries, but I'm expecting a much better performance for them, which is a bit of a worry for us because we really do need a win. I'd go as far as to say it's a must-win game for us because of the recent run of form that we've been on. It's a huge game. I just think it is, because you've got West Ham, as I said, that are struggling slightly with their form, but it's us that's the real problem. And of course, within the last week and a half or so since the international break, we've had Marco Silva. Is he coming? Is he staying? Is he going? And all that. And it's been really unsettling, I think, for the fans as well. But you've got to think about it from the players' perspective as well. A lot of players in there, I mentioned Carrillo, Richarlison. These guys signed because of talks they had with Marco Silva. And so it's frustrating to see that nothing's actually been done about it. He's not kind of been told to stay until the end of the season. I think it's obvious that he wants to go. Personally, I think I saw his press conference today, and he's kind of not committed one way or another. He kind of said, if the two clubs talk and if Everton, are interested, then I'm happy to have a talk with them. That's not what I want to hear. It's 2 days before a big game, and I honestly think if we don't get a result on Sunday, I think it could be gone. Because I think the club will cash in on him and say, it's, not time to go, but, we've made all these plans in the background. If we don't get the result, then I think it could be curtain to market, which would be a shame, a big shame. I hope Wilhus does carry on in the midfield. I can just see Capoue starting instead. I don't know why, I just think it's more about stability than anything else, and that's not to say Capoue offers that much stability. It's just the fact that he's a little bit more experience, for use of a better word. But I think it's a worry as well, because Carrillo's not going to be back for the game. I think he's going to be rested. Pereira looks to be out still. He's still not recovered yet. Prodal could be back, which is also quite good. But I don't want him to revert to 3 at the back. I think it's got to be. I think you've got to play safe and go with 4 at the back. I think it will be. I'm not sure who'll start on the right hand side. I think possibly Femenia coming forward. Janmaat going back into right back. And then, of course, you've got Cleverley and Richarlison. I want a Kaka up front as well. All due respect to Andre Gray, he's had his chance to shine. He's not taken it. Now I think is the time for a Kaka to start in front of a home crowd. Will that maybe G him on a little bit? Probably, because I think we've been calling out for someone different, I think, other than just Andre Gray. I think seeing out a lead 65 minutes into a game, a 2-0 up, we should just be closing off a game like that. Everton were there for the taking. They were poor. The minute Karnesis came running out of his goal, they get that goal, that's it, they're rejuvenated. And I think there came a point when I remember when they got the equaliser, I thought we're not getting a result in this now, because they look so much more confident, so much more. And I think if one thing that game's kind of learnt is that if we are in a similar position on Sunday, just close up the game, just bring on a couple of defenders, see out the game. If that means playing defensive football, so be it. We need to get a result. A result being a win, not a draw. For me, a draw won't do in the game. We need to get a win, and I'm confident we can do that. It's just. I think at the end of it, I think it's all just about what kind of West Ham team turn up here. If it's a typical West Ham kind of team, then I think we'll get the points. But as I say, I'm not sure. They've had a change of manager, and they're going to look to bounce back. Gomez's injury in the Everton game was, I think, probably one of the biggest points as to why we lost the game. I think, all right, fine, you look at our inability to hold on to a lead, but the bottom line is, when Gomez went off, we hadn't conceded. He had a really solid game. Just before he went off, he produced 2 really good saves, I remember. One of them from point blank range, I think it's from Tom Davis, but he performed really well in that game. Karnesis was first game and all that, but he really shouldn't be running out of his goal like that. I mean, what's he doing? I said it in my fan cam reaction to the game. After the game, I was like, if that was Gomez, he would never have done that because he's too slow to get back. So he would have stayed back a little bit. But it's cute. It's great to see Gomez back. He is, for me, he's saved us so many times in a Watford shirt. He really has. He pulls off great saves. The Arsenal game, one-on-one with Iwobi, he tips it around the post, and he saves them from going he saves us from going 2-0 down. We eventually get back into the game. So no, he's crucial for us. I'm hoping he has another great game on Sunday.